For a long time I have been using the Feelworld F6 Plus monitor on a lot of the film locations that I go on, and I have found it invaluable. One thing that does concern me is when out on a location you can be a little bit rough with your equipment. As good as the Feelworld monitor is, it is a little bit vulnerable to knocks and bangs. The good news is that Nitze have made a 5.5 monitor cage kit for the Feelworld F6 Plus monitor. I will leave a link in the description below for this monitor cage kit from Nitze. This particular cage is for the Feelworld F6 Plus monitor. I did leave a link to the Nitze Amazon store, as they do have quite a good range of accessories for your camera equipment. As you would expect, everything you need can be found inside the box. The cage is made from lightweight anodized alloy. All necessary cutouts have been made, and surrounding the cage are 1/4 holes. All parts associated with the cage, including hex wrenches, cable clamp and associated screws, can be found inside the box. It was nice to see that they added the Nitze N54B monitor holder. This does have a payload of 5 kg. It has the ability of 360 degrees swivel adjustment, and it does support 180 degrees tilt. If you do use a 3/8 connector, although there are 1/4 connectors on the cage, they do provide you with an adapter to go from 1/4 to 3/8. And if needed, a couple of 3/8 silicone rubber rings can be found inside the kit. All necessary hex wrenches are provided. One addition to the cage I found very good was the sun visor. When you first get your Feelworld monitor, they do provide you with a sun hood, but it's not very good, very plasticky. The Nitze sun hood is much more superior and better quality. The Feelworld F6 Plus monitor does have a lot going on around the outer edges. Not only is the outer plastic casing vulnerable, but also the plugs, sockets and controls. The monitor will definitely benefit by having an alloy cage all around it. Fitting the monitor into the cage could not be easier, as seen on the screen. It just simply drops in. There is a countersunk recess hole on both the top and bottom of the cage. Put the 2 pins provided, one in the top, one in the bottom, using the hex wrench, and tighten. There is no need to over tighten these pins, they just need to be hand tight. With the cage now in position and tightened, it does give full protection of all the outer casing and each of the plugs, sockets and controls. All around the outer edges of the cage you will find 1/4 holes to add extra accessories if required. If you do have accessories that utilises the anti-spin, these are the ones with 2 little pins as well as the 1/4, this cage will accommodate them. There is a total of 10 1/4 holes, so there should be enough there to suit your needs. The N54B monitor holder has both a cold shoe and a 3/8 hole in the bottom. The 1/4 to 3/8 adapter can be screwed in here if required. So this gives you a total of 3 options: a 1/4, a 3/8 or a cold shoe connection. The monitor holder simply screws into the bottom of the monitor. This does have the 2 anti-turn pins. The job of the pins is simply to stop the monitor from rotating when in use. The total tilt here is 180 degrees. It may be desirable when using larger batteries to adjust the tilt tension. To do this, use the provided hex wrench to tighten up the tilt tension. One thing that I did like to see was the HDMI cable clamp. Although very simple in design, it does work quite well. It will accommodate most HDMI plugs that are on the market today. The clamp is rotatable, so you need to rotate it to suit the different HDMI plug that you may have. In this instance, mine is quite a thick one and it fits quite nicely. As I mentioned earlier, the Feelworld F6 monitor does come with a monitor hood. This comes in 2 parts. One part you clip onto the monitor, and the second part uses Velcro to put the monitor hood onto the frame. Personally, I think Feelworld could have done a better job of this. Fortunately, Nitze also provide with their monitor cage a sun hood. A lot of thought, care and attention and good material has been used to make this sun hood. This is easily fitted to the frame. Slots have been cut for each of the 4 straps which are Velcro, which hold the sun hood in place. For my own personal use, I do like to leave the sun hood on all the time, but if it's not required, it is easily removed. It is not my intention to show you or tell you how to use your monitor. There are so many rig setups, mine changes daily. Personally, I do like the added extra quarter 20s round where I can fit equipment. Having the added extra protection around the body of the plastic monitor is definitely a must-have. I know and understand the more you add to your setup, the heavier it gets. Due to the cage being made from a lightweight alloy, it adds very little weight to your setup. If you are the owner of the Feelworld F6 monitor, then the Nitze 5.5 monitor cage is definitely well worth considering. I hope you found this information of use to you. Thank you for watching.